I think it's going to have to be collaborative all the way through.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to discuss with them because this will be the first dance that we've composed.
Yeah.
Right.
And so understanding the pacing of what you guys go through is crucial.
Yeah.
You know, and I've certainly been around it, obviously.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, with my daughter and our
we've
kid
seen
and
it.
everything. But it's different when you're writing for
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're on headphones? The last knob will be your track, okay? The second knob should be click, and then the third knob should be you. Okay, great. I'm going to start you at measure 19, okay? And you come in at 21, obviously. This is something we've never done before, and it's been a dream of ours for a long time to be able to work with dance. And so that's a different thing. We've done a lot of work with film, and we've done, you know, toured in rock bands and done videos and stuff like that, but this is so different because everything's going to be interpreted by the human body. The ballet is entitled Click, so everything in it is based around humanity and technology and how those interact and how that changes the interaction of people and how we interact together and how that either makes or breaks our relationships, because I think it does both. So one of the things we wanted to look at was, you know, using a lot of technological sounds, using a lot of earthy, rich sounds that feel human. So we kind of made a list of all the styles of music that we want to incorporate. One of the things that's kind of a hallmark of what Amy and I do is we blend a lot of styles of music. So we wanted to make sure that we were blending classical with rap and hip hop and EDM and, you know, just all different styles. So we started making kind of a list of everything we would, you know, if all the gloves were taken off and we could be as creative as we wanted to be, what would that look like? So we made that list and then started trying to write those pieces.
Well, does that give you guys enough time to... Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah.
The number 8, because we don't know what that is yet, right?
No, and I'm going to get him in contact with you guys ASAP.
Yeah.
So just write something, you know.
Actually, we're kind of planning to go to Colorado and do just that.
Oh, okay.
Just whatever falls out.
Well, then I'm just going to have
and then
him
we're going to see where it
call
fits.
you, Skype you, whatever, and just, and you know, you guys know Sean.
Yeah, we do, and we're cool with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, we're going to... Are you just following me?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to Ballet Levick. This is where the parents hang out. They affectionately call it the Pyramid of Doom. Or Death. Pyramid of Death. I don't really know why, but yeah. Hi, I'm on camera right now.
Oh, then I won't say what I'm going to say.
What were you going to say?
I went to KTTZ radio station.
I told you it was here. That was in the calendar invite. All right, so I'm showing them this. This is our, this is a mock-up of Dirk Fowler's set pieces he's using, so backdrops. So we decided to work with Dirk Fowler really just because we like Dirk and we think he's cool and he does cool stuff. So we, you know, really had no agenda, just other than like, hey Dirk, you're really cool and we need some street cred. Please work with us so we can say that we've worked with you.
So I'm a letterpress printer, and when this collaboration started and sort of the idea came about that I would be working on these backdrops, I'd been working on a project where I was trying to increase the scale of my work, way larger than anything else I've ever done before. Luckily, Ballet Lubbock really liked the idea, and then it became a matter of logistics. You know, how do I actually do this? You guys get to watch me kind of scramble a little bit and pretend like I know what I'm doing. I don't think anybody could really know. When I started this project, I sort of envisioned I would have a group of people helping me, 2 or 3 people, and kind of helping me move things around, and here I am all alone. But there's something satisfying about that as well, working on a very large scale, the unknown, and kind of doing it alone. Most of my prints that I've been making for the last 20 years or so, most of them are 18 inches by 24 inches. And these are 10 feet wide and 20 feet long. Usually with paper, I've got enough setup sheets that I can experiment and I can get rid of the ones that don't work out well and don't look perfect, and we don't have that luxury right now, so this is it. We'll see what happens. Yes! And that's it. That's what it's supposed to look like.
This was a really collaborative effort, actually. We met with Scott and Amy. We had this great idea, okay, what's our grand idea of trying to do it? So we decided to kind of go in the rock world. Because that's kind of atypical of doing for ballet and dance in general. So we're like, all right, let's do this rock thing. We wanted to make sure we could see the band. That was really important. That we didn't want to just hide the band like you would in a normal dance show, because they're just the orchestra kind of hidden in the pit, and you hear them, but you don't ever see them. But we really wanted to kind of marry both of them and see them both. When we were going with that, it was like, well, let's make sure we could see everything. It's we've already have this sort of trope of, okay, we got these finger trusts coming out, and it's like, well, I want all my my booms, so my dance booms, normally they're hidden off stage, no one ever sees them. I was like, well, let's put them on stage. And then when I now have them there, why don't I put a moving light on top? And that ended up being great. Because now I have all of this capability, and it's on stage, so now I can have, instead of these moving lights that can only really fit in between the two sets of legs, I actually now have them on stage, and they can actually go all the way upstage and downstage, so that they have full articulation. We took that, and that is our whole large sort of, that's what we want to do with this show. And then I met with each of the choreographers. We did sort of sit down and say, okay, what does this piece feel like? What is it, where do we want to go with that? Certain pieces they may feel more hip hop, they may feel more ballet. We have one piece that is sort of like the respite of the whole show, where it's goes back into the traditional world with it. It's all acoustic and violins and stuff. So we wanted to make sure that looked completely different. Each piece is going to have its own feel, but then we've got this whole show that's going to look hopefully cohesive.
We trade off every other year. So one year we do a classical ballet, full-length story ballet, and then the other year we do usually a mixed variety of repertoire of modern pieces, neoclassical pieces, ballet pieces. And it gives it gives us a break from doing the story, so that the audience sees that we do more than that. And also for the dancers, from my perspective, it's more important for the dancers to get to work with different choreographers, because that's how you train to become a better dancer. Not only is it the day-to-day regimen in class with your set teachers, but having the experience to work with different guest choreographers makes you a better dancer.
And then we're tucking that right foot under, yeah. There we go. Yeah. So you actually have to go like this, John. You actually have to go to bring your sit bones. Hold on, which way we going? Left way, right way? Oh, left way.
As a matter of fact, the first one up, this is the first piece that Amy and I worked on for the ballet, and it's called Flicker. And kind of the concept on it is that, you know, sometimes we let people see the truth in us, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we hide that, or sometimes people can see it and then it disappears, it flickers. And so that was kind of the concept behind it. We wanted this to be a rap piece. I'll take you through a little bit of the loops and all that, and then we'll call in some of the actual rap. We just got that back from the rapper.
Disconnected, resurrected, sent the message, didn't get it, got me blocked, call dropped, connection lost, I'm lost off and on, off again. One request, let's be friends, is this the end? Baby, please, I just need you.
Let me see you. Can't you flicker on and flicker off again? Don't know what's true, but I need to. Let me see you. Can't you flicker on and flicker off again? Don't know what's true.
And you even be you.
Let me see you. Cause you flicker on and flicker off again.
All right. Here we go, here we go. You say you're in love with me. Sorry, but I just love your company. Please don't get too stuck on me, 'cause I'll just leave you suffer.
Let me tell you, every night has been completely different. We haven't had one night this. I don't know what's going to happen tonight. We'll see. Lighting is still good, because Saturday will be a completely different show than Friday, which is awesome. You know, when you do Nutcracker, you're kind of like, it's a Saturday matinee. Oh God, Clara. You know, this one's just like, what's going to happen? And this is going to happen.
I'm just feeling like I'm hoping the margin of error keeps doing this
Right.
because it's pretty wide right now.
We're good. We're good if Wednesday. I want Thursday to be awesome, but if tonight's kind of like awful, that's okay.
Yeah.
You know the
No, we
saying,
agree.
bad dress rehearsal,
Yeah.
fantastic performance. We're gonna have people in the audience tonight, which is nice because then I'm gonna encourage them to clap so that we can get a feel of when you guys pause for clapping.
Yeah. That will be very helpful.
And then we
Good.
can have that, and we'll do the bows tonight.
Okay, cool.
And,
All right.
That's it.
Are we just going to start and run it?
I think we
Is
are.
that the plan?
That's the goal.
Okay.
Not stop it and run it like a performance
Okay.
because that
Yeah.
helps us. Then Thursday should be like bam.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. Sounds
Thank you guys.
excellent.
Hi, how are you?
Excellent.
Just give her, you're gonna just lift your right arm like this, and all you do is stand here and give her your left arm, and then when she comes here, she's gonna do a bend her knees, which is a plie. Why don't you do a suit? Can you do a susu first, or just give them a little heads up? When she goes like that, go back up again. She goes up. That's all you have to do. And you can do all the other stuff in between. So. Bum, 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 bum. And you give it a good. Dun, dun, dun. She comes up and lift her. There you go. That was good. That was good.
Try just the switch. Just hit the switch.
Okay.
It didn't do it.
It didn't do it.
No.
But who cares, right?
Well, if it
It's the
doesn't on
same
the
sound
second
for
one,
both
it's the same
segments. We're
sound.
good, right?
But double check it now. Let me see this. Yeah,
Maybe I'm
it's
just-
changing. You're just not pressing hard enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Story
She's
of
really
my
technical.
life. Story of my life.
She's really technical.
Hard enough. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was. Perfect.
And remember, tonight we're gonna run it. So if something implodes or something happens, you go through it. Don't stop. If you kick somebody, whatever, don't react to it. Keep going, because we want to consider. I want to do this as our final dress and consider tomorrow night a dress performance. Can you go get Marcos? Janie is going to communicate with the musicians, and she is going to hold until everyone's in place. Okay. So do not worry about that. Don't rush. Marcos has a crazy fast change. You have a fast change. She has a fast change. She is going to communicate with them, and she is not going to bring lights up or start music until you guys are ready. So you can chill on that. It's going to be okay. All right, you guys, go get some rest. Email me if you need a school excuse. Yes. This is the coolest concert because you get to create whatever you want. I can sit here and tell you what I think Infrared is about, but you can go out there and completely have your own story in your head. That's the coolest thing about this. It's like a Nutcracker. We're like, well, I'm a flower, and I'm a snow maiden, and I'm Clara, and I'm a rat. You know what I mean? You get to make your own story. So before you go on stage, have that moment to go, this is who I'm going to be. I'm going to tell this story. You know, that's the coolest thing about what we do, is that we get to, and it is that communication. We don't speak. We've got the music and our body. Those two things. Those two instruments, and that's all. And our brain tells us what to do. So take that opportunity, and you guys are so young, but cherish it, because I swear to God, you are not going to do something like this again. It is the coolest. I hope you see how cool it is. I can't believe that one meeting we had sitting at JB, and now here we are.
Here we are. I know. It was what, a year and a half ago, but it feels like
like this morning.
I read that in the paper back then, and the 2015 meeting. I go, was that 2015?
It was 2015.
Was it really? Holy cow!
It was.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Is that incredible?
And here we are, and no.
You know,
and
it's funny that we really haven't verged that much. I mean, because that was like. that was a big show. It's not that far away from
Wow. No, but I kept telling them, I go, the one question that everyone keeps asking me is, so all of it's original, all of it, they can't wrap their head around that, like, you've never heard this music before. And then the people the musicians that you brought together, and
yeah, they're
awesome.
But that's the whole thing about it.
Amazing.
You hire great people and they do a great job. Look at the lighting guys you guys hired, and look at the video,
They're
and look at
just
everybody.
great.
Sound guys, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
And you hire great people and get out of their way.
Yeah, and they're just, everyone's doing exactly what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And it's,
Well, we hope. We'll see in a couple hours.
about 20 minutes we'll go.
Yep.
So we just want to say, we were just talking to Scott and Amy. We can't believe that Nick and I had a meeting with them a year and a half ago in J&B and talked about what we were going to do. And now here we are opening night. It's surreal. So we are so grateful to everybody, because we were just talking about with the dancers of Sydney Lofton, actually, who's a graduate, was pointing out the fact that she can't believe how many people are involved and how much support we have for everything we do. We are so appreciative to the singers, the musicians, the technical, every single aspect of this, and the dancers of making this amazing. And even if there's 10 people out there, those 10 people are going to get to see something that's never been done in Lubbock before. So we are excited beyond belief no matter what. We are so excited and appreciative for all your work. So thank you very much. And I'm going to hand over to Nick. Go ahead. Boom.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to reiterate what Yvonne said. And as the musician, non-dancer person that just loves Ballet Lubbock, I think my favorite thing about dance is, well, art, is that you get to comment and experience and celebrate community. And what's so cool about this project is not only are we doing that, but we've created such a cool community in the process of making this. When we had that meeting, we didn't have an end product in mind. We had no idea. It was just like, hey, we're gonna bring together a whole bunch of cool people and surely something cool will happen. And this is like surpassed our wildest imagination. So this has been unbelievable. I've been so blessed and fortunate to be kind of on the background of it all. Thank you, enjoy tonight, be proud. This is gonna be just amazing. So.
Standby lights to have.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Click, a performance collaboration by Ballet Lubbock and composers Amy and Scott Harris. We are excited to present the worldwide debut of this new work of music and dance. Since I am not human, I cannot dance, but my circuits spin in anticipation. I'm sure yours do as well.
I don't look like you, but I'm just like you, and I hope one day you realize you're just like me too.
Okay, I was like, I hope they played that off well. I hope so too. I don't know how you guys are going to do it again.
Okay.
Are there other string players coming? Okay.
This new collaboration between Ballet Lubbock and his fine musicians will continue in a few minutes. Let's go out to the lobby. Let's go out to the lobby. Let's go out to the lobby. Let's get ourselves in there.
I feel like an
Yeah, I'd be worried if something didn't happen.
Right?
Does that mean the second half is going to go even better?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I like how you think. Yeah.
One mistake a night, that's it.
That's right. That's all we're allowed.
It's too bad you missed the part where I got the earpiece of my headset stuck in my ear.
No, I earned every one of these gray hairs.
I haven't had the stress of writing a ballet.
Yeah, no freaking lie.
I continue with this escapism.
That was it! We did it! Captain of our ship, right there.